what's going on, everybody? This past weekend I had the privilege of filming a wedding with the Pocket Cinema 4K by Blackmagic on the Ronin S single-hand stabilizer. This is a very popular setup. I see a lot of people talking about it, but I also see a lot of people complaining about some of the issues. One of those being that it's very hard to balance it unless you're using an offset rail. And there's a couple custom ones out there, like the Land Part offset rail, which sometimes can be hard to get your hands on, and it does kind of just throw things off. But I wanted to tell you that there is hope, and actually you do not need an offset rail at all in order to achieve balance on the Ronin S with the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera. And you don't even need to have a super honking lens. I do have a Cine lens on here right now, and I am using the focus motor, the Ronin S focus motor, but you could use just a regular setup. And actually, as you can see right here, I am not using the offset rail, but I have clearance on the side here that I could adjust and do whatever I needed to do. So what's great is that the Ronin S actually comes with this extra adjustment plate right here, this accessory plate, the RS004. And what's great is you can actually see I've got mine set up sideways right here. And what that actually allows me to do is get a little bit more clearance here off the side. You can see I've just got a little bit of an offset, and I've got it mounted onto just the regular Ronin S mounting plate. But that actually is what gives me the clearance that I need. And as you can see, I'm using the Ronin S focus motor. So I'll show you here. Actually, I'm not even turned on. You can see I've got perfect balance. It's perfectly evened out, and we're not even paired on here. So let me turn it on, and you can see that it stabilizes with absolutely no issues there. And I'm gonna perform my calibration there on the focus motor just for grins and giggles. So what you'll be able to see here in just a second, I'm gonna rotate the front of the camera around to me so that you can see it. The way I set my my focus motor up, usually you would actually mount it to this plate here. If you watch the official instruction video, they tell you to mount this this Ronin S plate right here. That actually grips to the focus motor. They tell you to mount that here. Well, if you do that, obviously you're gonna have problems. But huge shout out to Julius Kivi. He's at the channel JUJU. He is a musician from Finland. Also does some video work. Really great content. I highly recommend you go over to his channel and check him out. But I actually connected with him in the comments on another page talking about this exact issue, and he told me how to set this up. So I got to give all credit to him for showing me this, but I wanted to make this video to make it a little bit easier for people to get this information, that you do not need an offset rail. You can call this a balance hack. You can call it what you want to call it, but you can actually do a full balance setup with the Ronin S focus motor, with whatever else you need to do. I'll show you just some of the adjustments I did here. So instead of mounting it using the 2 screws to the M4 plate, the Ronin S, the adjustment rail, I've just got the one single screw coming out right here. I'm using the lens support off of this this side one right here. So you can see there's a little bit of an angle, but it's pressed all the way up against it. I got no shaking, I got no jittering, I got no shuddering. It's completely fine. And I also did not have any issues. You would also typically use 2 screws to mount this. I'm only using the center one right here, and it's just fine. I tightened it down. I got no slipping, no sliding, no issues all day long. As you saw, the focus motor, connects. I'm using, this is the Ronin 24 T1.5 Cine lens. I've got it on a speed booster, Metabones EF to MFT XL. But you could obviously use lighter lenses. You could do a bunch of stuff, but this just shows you what you're actually capable of doing. And as you can see, I mean, this thing is perfectly fine. The only issue is I had to get used to holding so much weight with one hand as I was doing the manual focus pulling with the focus wheel. But it's an amazing rig. I highly recommend it. If you've been holding off trying this rig because you were concerned about the balance, you don't have to be concerned anymore. It works. So try it out. You can get great deals on this particular setup here at lensrentals.com or borrowlenses.com. And I highly recommend you give it a shot. Also, like I said, huge credit, huge shout out to JUJU for his helping me get this figured out. I had a great shoot at the wedding. I'm looking forward to sharing that video with you as well. So leave a like if this helped. If not, please just leave any questions in the comments, and I'll try and help you figure out the best way to make this work for you. So otherwise, happy shooting, create well, and hope this helps.